Podcasting is incredibly popular in the United States. I saw a number recently that more than 40 million people, which is about 15% of the country, regularly listen to a podcast. And for the next 2 days, I want to tell you how dentists can capitalize on this growing trend. Stay tuned. Welcome to another Saturday edition of the Patient Attraction Podcast. Now, you may not realize it, but you're part of an amazing group of elite dentists. You're one of 8,000 dentists that watch and listen to my daily Patient Attraction Podcast. You might get it through email, you might watch it via YouTube or go to Amazon or iTunes to listen to it, but no matter how you get it, I'm thankful that you've taken time out of your day to listen to me. But what would you think about being on the other end? What does it take to do a dental podcast? Now, frankly, it's not as difficult as you might think. And for the next 2 days, I want to tell you how you can become internet famous. Now, first, let's talk about why a dentist should do a podcast. It's more than just a vanity project. Sure, it's cool when someone gives you feedback to a podcast or you see your numbers of viewers and subscribers go through the roof. But more importantly, a podcast is quality content that establishes your credibility with your patients. Plus, the more people that share your podcast, the broader your reach becomes. So, what do you have to do to create a podcast? Well, first, you need a little bit of equipment. For these podcasts, I'm going to focus on audio-only podcasts. I would encourage you not to jump into video just quite yet. I do one every day, and it eats up a lot of my time and that of my staff. But for you to do it, we can keep it pretty simple. First, you need a professional microphone. These can range from a headset with a built-in mic to a professional-grade mic. You can find these pretty easily on my favorite shopping spot, Amazon.com. You might check out the Snowball microphones. I've got one that I personally use. It's fantastic. Now, plan to record your podcast and do some simple editing on your computer. If you've got a Mac, you've got GarageBand for free. For PC users, check out a free program called Audacity, Audacity, which is super simple to use. Even I can figure it out. Now, make sure your files comply with iTunes requirements. And then you'll need somewhere to store your podcast. We use Amazon. It costs us about $20 a month. But there's tons of other options as well. Now next, you got to upload to iTunes. You can go into iTunes and get the specifications on how to do this. It's very easy, especially with some of the hosting services that are out there. Finally, add a feed to your podcast from your website so that people can visit and find you. You'll want to regularly link to your podcast from your web pages or blog posts. And that about covers it. Come back tomorrow. I want to talk about what makes a great blog, the content. Until then, keep moving forward.